Hello, it's Caroline Bolinska. Now, I'm back and I'm ready to rock and roll. I've been back in Spain for a couple of days. For people who don't know, I just did a very quick flight over to Australia for a couple of days. I was there for 5 days for a client meeting. They wanted to meet me, so they flew me over. I had really terrible jet lag yesterday, but I'm back on track and I'm ready to rock and roll. And I'm actually really excited today. I'm really tired, but I'm really excited because I wanted to share with you just some things that have been brought up in the last few days. But before I get started, I just want to share this through on Facebook, through the other group. So I'm just going to go ahead and share it. Okay. It's a little bit warm here in Barcelona, actually. It's, let me just share this. It is, I don't know how warm it is. I think it's about 25. It was 30 degrees yesterday, sharing a group. And it's meant to be autumn, so that's brilliant. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that it's not all about the Facebook ad. Okay, fantastic. I've done it. It's ready. It's rolling. So here's the thing. I'm just going to move that because it's really awkward that I can see myself on that screen as well. Okay, so here's the thing. Yesterday, if you watched my video yesterday, I had just come off a mastermind. Hi, Richard. It's great to have you here. You remind me of Heidi with your ponytail like Swedish girls. I don't know. I was bored. My hair needed to be washed. So I'm an ex-hairdresser. So for me, it was just, it's my lazy hair, to tell you the truth. So if that's what you think I am, little Heidi from that's Swedish, that's fine. That's funny. Now I'm going to be thinking about that the whole time. So thanks, Richard. Okay, so here's the thing. If you listened yesterday, I did a mastermind. And when I did that mastermind, some of the things that were brought up were really interesting. And it's something that I see over and over. The thing is that when it comes to e-commerce, everything is done in a certain way. Everything's done in a certain way when it comes to, there's particular things we do and that we don't do. But there's also little tweaks that we have to take into consideration for different businesses. But the one thing I can tell you is not just from my mastermind yesterday, but I'm always in different groups and I keep on seeing the same thing. And I can tell you, get over the Facebook ad. Everyone is concentrating too much on Facebook ads. I'm not saying it doesn't work at all. Yes, there's some businesses that work really well just putting up a Facebook ad and they don't care about anything else and they just happen to make it work. However, it's like with anything in life. Look at all the companies that tried to be the next McDonald's and no one's managed to succeed. Look at all the companies that tried to be the next Facebook and they didn't succeed. Look at all the companies that tried to be the next Apple, whatever the company is that the industry that you're thinking of. Everyone has tried, but it's very rare for something to succeed. That's why we see Apple as being, what it is, because there's not 100 different companies that are Apple. It's like Facebook. There's only one Facebook because all of these companies have tried, but they haven't succeeded. Sometimes it doesn't even come down to a formula. I was listening today to the Blue Ocean Strategy audiobook again, and they even went through a couple of famous books that they tried to look at the most successful companies, and they've found that there's no real formula to it. There's so many things that happen that you can't just put your finger on. So I'm not saying at all that Facebook ads don't work, but what I am saying is that people are concentrating too much on them. And what do I mean by that? I'll give you an example, and this is today's example that I wanted to share with you. Today's example is use video. There are so many statistics out there that will prove to you that, hi Martina, great to have you here. There's so many statistics out there that prove to you how great videos are for your business. Actually, Martina's on here, and I'm going to talk about you tonight, Martina. And I hadn't actually told you I was going to talk about this. So funny that you're here. Hope you like what I've got to say. Nothing bad, of course. There's so many statistics. So there was one statistic recently that said that, well, not just one, it's been said a lot of the times, that you can get 170% increase in sales by using video. And this is not just one person that's saying it. There's so many statistics that are saying that this is true. I can tell you from my own experience, I've had businesses where I've used video And the amount of success that I get from video is outstanding compared to everything else. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't do Facebook ads. You probably need the Facebook ads to get the traffic, but there's so many people that are out there that they're doing Facebook ads, and I see them in these groups and they're saying, I tried to put $20 into a Facebook ad, and what am I doing wrong with my audience? And people are coming to my website, but they're not buying. And then people are replying with, do more Facebook ads, just do more of them, or put more money into it, or change your audience. But what they're not doing is looking at what's going on the website or what's going on in the big picture. People take more than one time to buy from, seeing you to buy from you. So they say it's 7, 8, now they're saying it's 15 times of touching base with you until they buy from you. So you need to make sure that you're giving them every opportunity to get to know you better. So one way is using video. And when you use video, you can actually make really great things happen, not like a blog post. You can get a really good story across. And most businesses can make something really great happen. If anyone knows, and I've just lost it from my head, Oral Brush, Aura Brush, it's called ORA Brush. If you go and look it up on YouTube, look up Aura Brush. It's a famous story from a couple of years ago. I've spoken about it before. Just quickly what it is. About 10 years ago, a man had a company for 20 years making tongue cleaning brushes, so cleaning your tongue. Let me just read these messages before I tell this story. Brought me nothing over a year. Not if you're giving away something while making worth nobody. Facebook is good for contact purposes. On Messenger, we can talk person to person all over the world. And Fred's here. Oh, thanks, Fred. Everyone's commenting on my hair today. It's my lazy hair day, so this is what I do as a hairdresser. Great to have you here, Fred. Okay, so thanks, Martina, and that's coming from a hairdresser, so thank you. Okay, so here's the story. Aura Brush, this man had a company for 20 years and he was making these tongue cleaning brushes, and his wife was telling him, close down stop trying. He had this crazy office in his house, and he had made 100 different versions and no one was buying them. And he went on for 20 years, and then one day he walked into a university in America, one of the big ones, can't remember which one. He went along to the university marketing department and he said to the group, who's got an idea for my tongue cleaning brush? And in the whole group, people gave ideas, and one guy stood up and he gave an idea, and he had said something along the lines of, would you be happy with 0.5%? I can't remember the exact number. Would you be happy with 0.5% of the population using your tongue cleaning brush? And everyone in the room started laughing and saying, oh, that's ridiculous. Why would you want such a small number? And he said, hang on. 200 million people divided by half, that ends up being 1 million, divided by times by how much money you're going to make. You're going to make 20 million a year, something. I can't remember the exact figures, but it was a ridiculous amount of money. And it made the whole room stop and go, okay, now we're listening. So that the owner of this company saw this kid and said to him, he was a kid, he's 20 something years old in a university class. And the man said, would you like to come on board as my marketing person? So this kid comes along and he starts making these crazy videos. He got a, those big dress up, you can get a bear and a, shark and all those like fancy dress outfits. And he dressed up, they made a tongue. And he dressed up as a tongue, and he decided to make these YouTube videos where he was just going around and being a tongue. And the tongue has, I remember watching one, and he has a romance with a girl, and they fall in love, and he takes her for a drive, and they're on a date, and she's a normal person and he's a tongue, like he's dressed up as a tongue, but he's meant to be a tongue. So it's this crazy story, and there's all these stories. Go and look it up. Aura Brush is the name of it on YouTube, and there's a whole series of videos. I don't know how many they made, but what actually happened was, from making these videos, they got into Walmart. So they got into Walmart, and Walmart started stocking these brushed things, and they ended up making millions and millions. And there's actually an interview with the guy. You can find him on YouTube, and it's a fantastic story. And then what they started doing, this particular story I saw where it's a romance, they're outside the Walmart and they fall in love and they're outside the Walmart. So he's got the Walmart behind because that's where they're selling most of their brushes at. And that's part of the actual storyline is in the video. So this is crazy. And if you go and watch it, you probably think I'm crazy saying it. And when you see it, you'll see how crazy it is. But it all came down to the fact that he only needed a small amount of people to stand up and notice it for it to become something that people started buying. So video can be so powerful, and I can tell you 100 more stories about video of people that I hear about because I read and communicate with a lot of different people out there that are doing great things on video. People that are doing, there's I've just lost it, the 7-second videos on, can't even think of the name, the Vine videos. I listened to an interview with a guy from Vine videos, and they're 7-second videos, and people pay him something like $50,000, $100,000 to wear one of their t-shirts on a Vine video that goes for 7 seconds, and they make a fortune from it because he's got such a big following. Because people love video. Video is more powerful than ever before, not because video has always been powerful, but we've never had such great access to Wi-Fi like we do now. 5 years ago, if you told someone to watch a video on their mobile phone, everyone was trying to push stop. No, it's going to use up all my battery, not my battery, my Wi-Fi connection, my internet connection. So no one wanted to watch any videos. Whereas now everyone's like, hey, I can use it. I've got, unlimited amounts of data plans. So now using video in your business is the time. 4 years from now, 3 years from now, it's going to be so overpopulated, oversaturated that you're not going to be standing out. 4 years before, you didn't want to use it because it wasn't watched by many people. We didn't have quick internet like we do now. Videos were not quick. Whereas now is the best time. This is the time, because now is the time. It's not a saturated market, but it's also a time when people want the video. So if you get in now and start creating videos, you're going to be ahead of most of your competitors. So I'm going to give you 2 situations that I've been in recently to give you an understanding of what I do. So my background is that I've worked in TV and film in Australia for about 15 years, and I worked on still to this day, 10 years later, still one of the biggest television, or the #1 television show in Australia. I worked on that. I've worked on film and TV. I've worked on movies. I've worked on all sorts of things. So I understand that area very, very well. But I also, me as a marketing expert, what makes me different is that I understand business from a business perspective of owning a business. So I'm always going to come at everything, not from this, oh, hey, it sounds nice, on paper it looks really nice if we can do this. I come from the perspective of, as a business owner, does that really make sense? Would I really do that in my own business for success? And when it comes to video, it's yes, 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 all the way. Now, you don't need to spend a lot on video. You don't need to go out and get a professional video team. People love raw video. It looks more natural. It looks like it's not staged and processed. So don't think of this as, oh my God, Caroline, I can't afford to get a video crew. So don't worry about that. iPhones are fantastic now. You can get beautiful, beautiful video footage from it. You don't need to do anything more than that. I've got a little docking station. It cost me about $3, and I sit my video on that. I've got a little lapel mic here that I've got plugged in, and that's it. You can use I use my headphones sometimes from my iPhone. You really don't need a lot. I've got a light up here actually. That's I think it's got batteries in it now. That's my little light that I normally use. So it gives me, you can see, probably should have it on now. It probably will help a little bit. So yes, I think I've got something that I'm going to lean that on now. So there you go. Look at that. It makes a big difference. So that's the light that you can have. There's all sorts of things and I think that light cost me about $10 on Amazon. If you want to know more advice on lighting and things like that, ask me. There's a new little... Sorry, I lost you. Someone was just trying to call me. I should turn my phone to airplane mode. Oh no, I can't, because then I can't use the internet. Yeah, so that's just going to annoy me. So anyway, lighting, I can tell you more about that. I can tell you more about, how to get, I think this cost me about $20 as well. It really doesn't have to cost you a lot. So now I'm going to give you a few scenarios of things that I've been through. Q-tips originated to clean ears and detail. Okay, Richard, I'm just like reading that going, that's really weird. So if anyone wants to read the comments, Richard's like putting in some weird comments about, but I believe you. I actually believe you, but it's just funny because I'm like talking about videos and you're talking about Q-tips, but hilarious. Great to know. So the, what was I saying? The video. Oh, so I'll tell you 2 stories that are going on at the moment that I've just been through. One client of mine recently, she started a website about how to, she's selling all different organic makeups. She's not a makeup artist. She doesn't know anything about makeup. She just likes makeup. And she started this, it's like an, Amazon, eBay. So it sells everything on there that's around organic stuff. So what we did, she doesn't know technically how to put on makeup. So what I did, I helped her work out how to find the model, because this is the background that I've got, how to find the models, how to find the team to work on everything, the makeup artist. I wrote out her actual plan where I said, okay, this is how you actually go through the day of working with a team of video people and crew of everything you need. So I wrote out an actual schedule for her and gave it to her, and she just said, okay, and she just gave it out to, I did one for the models, one for the actual video person, one for the actual makeup artist in her case. She had a timing run sheet for the people that were turning up to provide food, because she actually had food provided because it was a full day filming. But it wasn't anything, it was just a local cafe. They knew what time to come with the food, things like that. Make yourself professional if you want to go to that sort of extent. But if you just want to hold up, like I'm doing now, just hold up your camera and do a video to camera, that's okay as well. So this particular girl, I set everything up for her. She was in America, I did it all from here. And she put together these videos, and her videos have got a makeup artist. Now, we haven't filmed the makeup artist's face, so you're not talking about the makeup artist as such, but there's a makeup artist that's talking through what she's doing. So now, all of a sudden, this website has got professionally done videos for the makeup that's being sold, and the actual owner of the website doesn't even know how to do any of that herself, but she's managed to get it to look really professional, and she's got the actual work done. So that's one example. Then I've got Martina, who's on here today. Martina is a hairdresser. She's got hair extensions as her business, and we were talking the other week about how she can move forward in her business. She rents out hair extensions, and I said to her, me coming from that same background, I said, how about you create some videos around how to put in the hair extensions and also what they can do once they're in. She rents them out to people who do weddings, so technically it goes out to people who already know how to do the hair, but think as an outsider who doesn't know, a person that's not a hairdresser, if they want to buy these hair extensions, how can they use them? She can make them feel comfortable. So I helped her out. She's here in Barcelona as well. So it was like a week ago, I think, Martina, wasn't it? And I went down and helped her out. She went into her salon. We set up the video camera. She brought down a model, and she went through and she actually put in the hair extensions and then did a hairstyle. So now she's got 2 different videos out of the fact that we filmed that, and I think it took an hour and a half. The thing that took the longest was the cleaning guy was there cleaning the windows on the outside, so we had to wait for him, but that was what took up the most time. The actual video part was really, really quick. Now she just edits it. She can have a voiceover over the top of it, and she's got herself 2 videos. Now she can then cut it down into shorter videos and make 6 videos from it. She can put them up on Instagram, she can use them on YouTube, she can use them on her website, and she has so much content there. And then we took some still shots as well while we were working. So now she also can put together a nice little diagram that people can use, or take it from the video if she wants to, and create a diagram of how to actually go through and use, in her case, hair extensions, in your case, whatever it is. So if you're trying to teach someone how to fix it, if you sell push bikes and you want to teach someone how to fix a tire on their bike, do a little video for them and show them how to actually do it, and then take little photos, so then you can actually put together a step-by-step information pack. Video is so powerful, and I'm telling you now, if you're not doing it, you're missing out. And all you need is a camera like this, which is it's actually an old iPhone. It's nothing special. Use your iPhone. Get a little lapel mic, or use your headphones from your iPhone. The microphone in that is really good. And get a light, or do it during the day, or like I do it on my rooftop a lot during the day, my videos. So try to do a video. Leave from here now, from this video, think about your particular business. What can you do? So your takeaway for today is to go to YouTube. Besides going and looking at that aura brush, I want you to check it out because it's hilarious. But I also want you to go to YouTube and just type in your business, what you do, how to, so it might be how to fix a bike tire, or how to change gears up a mountain, even if you've got a bike, whatever it is. Find out how you can do a video. It might be that you do unboxing, and I've mentioned this before. Unboxing is literally where they get the box and they open the box and go, ooh, look, Look what's inside. Oh, it's an iPhone. Oh, look, it's the cord from the iPhone. And I'm serious, that is the whole video. And it sounds crazy, but it really, really works. So can you do an unboxing video? All you would need is to have your camera sitting there, and on this stand I can put it into a little holder, lean the camera over and literally open the box of whatever you're selling and show people what's inside, what the box looks like, what each item. So I've got, the cord, so you would hold the cord. Oh, look, it's the cord. And that's literally all you have to do. So think of how you can create a video for your business. What then you do with it is so much, like I said, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. But then what you're also doing is you're doing your Facebook ads still. And rather than worrying, oh, have I got enough audience spend and things like that, you're actually creating something that people want to watch. Everyone's out there trying to do Facebook ads and put all this money into Facebook ads, and there's a whole falseness of economy there of all these people who are just trying to sell you a business, a course on how I'll teach you how to do Facebook ads for your business. And they have to sell that to you because that's the only thing they're selling. So I don't sell Facebook ad training to anyone. I sell you on how to create a proper business on all the different aspects. So I will teach you all the different things, all the moving parts, everything. So for me, whether you do the Facebook ads or not is not a problem for me, because if you said to me as my client, Carolyn, I don't want to do Facebook ads, or I don't have the budget for Facebook ads, I would say, okay, here's other things that you can do. So my business does not revolve around telling you that you must do Facebook ads. So that's why I'm telling you, Facebook ads is, as it stands on its own, is not going to be your answer. You need to think about all the other layers that come behind the Facebook ads. So you've got your Facebook ad, you've got to make sure it's set up properly, you've got to make sure the images are right, you've got to make sure that all of the targeting's done correctly, but then you also need to make sure your website's done properly. You've got to make sure that everything's right at that end. And on that note as well, you can actually use the video that I'm telling you that you should walk away and create from watching this. You can use that video as your Facebook ad. So someone's scrolling through their newsfeed and you can do an unboxing video and say, oh, look what's inside the box. And then that can be your video ad for Facebook. And then I click now and go and buy that product. And the video ads actually are so much cheaper than normal ads. So you'll actually save a lot of money, and it's visual and it's getting people more interested, and it's something that they can watch. And you will be so surprised to see how many more people are going to be coming through to your website that are legitimate buyers because they're going to see a video. So if you have any questions about that, and look, I've got a million more tips. There's all sorts of things that I talk about. That is only one small part of what I actually talk about when it comes to being a successful e-commerce business. I'm about to start a new podcast with a colleague. She's all into Amazon. I'm into Shopify, WooCommerce, Magneto, all of those sort of platforms. She's into Amazon. So together we're teaming up and we're creating a podcast where we're going to be interviewing people. We'll be talking about different things as well. But I also have my program, the e-commerce Backstage Pass program, which has been an absolute success. And I'm going to be opening up more dates 3 weeks from now, because I'm getting such an amazing feedback on the actual course and the fact that more people want to come in. So I'm opening up new dates soon. I'm doing a whole lot of work with some really big companies, which I can't talk about right now. But as soon as I get a little bit of momentum happening with them, then I can let you know. But there's really big things happening. I'm helping out some pretty big companies. Like I said, I just got flown out to Australia to talk to a company about helping them with their marketing. But I'm here to help people who are starting out, that are there saying, hey, you know what? I want to be successful. And the reason why I want to do that is because I know that having that opportunity of creating an e-commerce website where you can actually have the freedom to look after your kids, go and spend time with your grandparents, go and travel like I love to travel, whatever it is that you want to do. You might want to exercise more, whatever it is. I know that having an e-commerce store will actually bring you that success that you want in success in every part of your life. I'm not about only success about money, because just the money is never going to make you happy. It's about all those other things that you can get from making the money, and it's the freedom, and freedom is whatever you want it to be. So I'm here to help, and I have a million more things that I can help you with. If you're not in the Facebook group already, join it. If you're not on my email list, join it. I'm always giving out free training. I've got free PDFs coming out all the time. I'll tell you when my podcast is coming out, which is in the next 2 weeks or so. I've got all sorts of things. If you want to know more about my program, just send me a private message. Happy to do a private Skype chat where we can talk about whether it's right for you. I'm here to help you. If you've got any other questions, please let me know. Or on Wednesdays, I do a Facebook Live Q&A. So all the little questions that come through, I can answer them then. But other than that, thank you. And thank you for everyone that's here at the moment. And it's so great being here and bringing you information. Go look up Aura Brush because it's very, very funny. You'll love those videos. And I will see you tomorrow. So take care. Have a great day. Bye.